Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you're absolutely welcome. Today I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a full cycle skirt using centimeters. No confusing formulas, just simple step-by-step guidance that anyone can follow. If this is what you love to learn, stay tuned. Let's get started. We've been using this fabric. You can use any fabric of choice to make this design. In this particular size, I'm working for size 10, so I'm using a 1.5 yards of fabric. They will be drafting on pattern paper. We'll be needing pattern paper for the drafting, which I'll be showing some little calculation, but not at all. So we are doing this pattern on centimeter. We are using a centimeter in drafting, using centimeters in drafting this pattern. So what you do, the required measurement you need is just the waist circumference and your skirt length. You need the waist circumference and skirt length. So in our centimeters, in drafting for centimeters, we have you see you have you in your patterns, you see some patterns you see 1/2, 1/4, 1/6, 1/10, etc. So what you do here, when you're calculating, you're using the denominator to divide whatever a figure you are dividing. So what you do here, we need our waist circumference. For example, let's say our waist circumference is 73, which is normal measurement I will use. So, and I am using, let's say, 1/2. I'll say waist circumference 1/2, meaning you are dividing your waist circumference over 2. So what you do now is to impute your waist circumference, which is 73/2. So when you do that, any result you have is what you use as your radius. So let's assume I'm using 73 as my waist measurement. I'm drafting for a size 10, So I'll use 73 as my waist measurement. So I'll do 46 cm as the skirt length. It's up to you. You can do any length you want, but I'm using 46 as a skirt length for this tutorial. So I'll do 73, or I'll write waist circumference. I'll write waist circumference 1/6, meaning you are using 6 for this cycle, full cycle. That is the cycle tutorial. We are using over 6. So you are doing your 73 cm divide by 6 to get the radius of the cycle. So I have 76 divided by 6, which will give me approximately 12.2. So this 12.2 is what I'll use for the radius of this pattern. So I don't know if you are getting this. This is over 6. So we have 12.2 as our radius. So when doing yours, use your waist measurement, then divide by 6. Your waist circumference, sorry, divide by 6. So I brought in my pattern paper, which we have the edge. We have the starting point here as our A. Mark your starting point as the A. So after marking your starting point as the A line, what you do next is to look for your waist circumference. Look for A to B. I call it A to B. That is your radius. Remember, we have our 12.2 as our radius for the skirt. So you measure your 12.2 cm, not inches, so 12.2 cm. You have it, you mark your 12.2 cm. Remember, we have our centimeter lines and our inches. So on the centimeter line, you have your 12 inches. Those little lines in between before the next cm, you also count them as your 1, 2, 3, 4 before you get to the next cm. So I have 12, 12.2, I made 12, then 2 inches and 2 cm added to it. So I mark the point and label this as B. So after you've gotten B, what you need next is to look for your A to B1. Sorry, we have our B, we have B1. So from A to B1, please just follow what I'm doing, you get it right. You look for your same radius, which is 12.2. So I marked the 12.1 and labeled it as B1. So after looking for this B1, what we do next is to look for our A1. We call it A1. So we look for the A1, which is also our radius, which is 12.1. You impute the 12.1 and label it as A1. So what you do next is to connect the A1 and the B1. So you just connect like so. You can use your curve rule, but if you're perfect with freehand, you can use your freehand also. So you just connect like so, which I did like this, connecting it to the B1 line. So after you're done doing this, what you do next is to look for your skirt length, which is B to C. So B to C is your skirt length, which we have as my 46 cm. Remember I did 46 cm as the skirt length. So I'll measure, remember our 46 here as the skirt length. So from B to C will give us 46 cm, which I imputed on this line. I measured 46 cm like so. Then I labeled it as C. We have it as C. So what we'll do next is to look for, let me write it down. We have it as our C. So after we look for B to C, what you need to look for again is for B1. Sorry, let me move this a little so we can see. So what you do next is to look for your B1 to your B1 to C1, which is also the skirt length. All these what I'm doing now is for centimeters. You can use any size, the length you like, any length as long as you want your skirt. So I'm using 46 as my skirt length. So I measured it, which I labeled as my C1, the C1. So after looking for this C1, what you do next is to look for A to C2, and sorry, A1 to C2. Then after, when you want to get this, what you do is to mark a straight rule from this A point, a guideline. It's just a guideline. Mark from this rule here, from the A line, that's the A edge point, down straight, just a straight rule, a guideline. So when you do this, from the A1, you mark your 46 cm minus 2. You get it? You're having our 46 cm, which is that point I marked, this point. Then I'll remove 2 cm, meaning we have our A1 to C2, which is the skirt length minus 2 cm. And remember we have our skirt length as 46. So 46 minus 2 cm will give us 44 cm. You are doing this on the A1 to C2 length. So you minus your 2, which I imputed the 46, I removed 2, making it 44 cm. So after you've done this, I had to label it as our C2. C2. So after doing the, what you do next is to connect the points. You see, we have our C. Let me show us that. We have our C, we have our C2, and we have our C1. So what we'll do next is to connect the points from C to C2, then from C2 to C1, just like this. So after you're done doing this, what you do next, you see like we have our the radius parts, we have the A to C2, we have all the figures. When you check all these and you find out that it's correct, what you do is just to cut out. You cut out from the radius side like this, just like so. Then let me just label it like this, then cut out from the flare area. So after doing this, what you do next is to label. We have on this part unfold. We are cutting this side as unfold. Remember to write this down. Cutting unfold, and we are doing this times 2, meaning we are cutting this pattern times 2. We have 2 of this pattern. So what you do next is to bring in your fabric and cut. So I had to fold the fabric unfold, the wrong side facing me. I placed the pattern just like so. The unfold part, you place it unfold on the fabric unfold area, which I did like so. I had to pin it down. Then what you do is to cut half an inch on this radius side for seam allowance, then 1 inch on the down part, then 1 inch zipper allowance also, because we're having the zip on the side. So after you doing this, I had to cut this too. I had to cut another one again, which I did. I folded the leftover fabric. Let me pin the center of the sew to hold firm, because I just want to place the fabric on top of the other one. So I had to fold this other leftover fabric like this, which I have in the side facing me as the unfold part, just like so. Then I'll be placing the pattern on it, then I'll cut that just like this. I'll cut another same pattern just the way I did the first one, which I went ahead to do, and I was having it as 2. So we have this now as 2 patterns, 2 same flare. So what you do now is to let me remove the pins and let's sew. So I had to remove the pin, and we have it as 1 this, and we have another one just like so, which by the time we join on the sides, we'll be having it as a full flare. We're having it as a full flare just like this. So what you do next now is to join the sides, which you'll be using the right side facing the right side, just like the way we used to sew the seam allowance. The right side facing the right side like so. Then you stitch on the side, one side with 1 inch. Remember, is 1 inch allowance. 1 inch allowance. Then the other side you have to stitch, then leave like 8 inches seam allowance. I'm doing the seam allowance on inches, not cm. It's the same because I don't want to convert it to, it's faster here like this. So I had to remove 8 inches for zipper allowance, which I went ahead to stitch. I stitched the 2 side. I left the zipper allowance side, which we're having like so. I went ahead to cut the band. I did the 2/5, that's 2.5 inches band on this, which I have. What you do is to measure your round circumference, that's the round waist circumference. Then you cut a band for it. If you, because I did this 2.5, you can convert it to cm, but I just did 2.5. So as far as I've gotten a perfect flare, I can use inches to make the band. So what I did was to cut the 2.5, which I'll be folding half an inch on both sides, and I will have 1.5 inches left for the band. So I will go ahead to flip the band like so. I'll sew it on the wrong side. If you want a button stand, you can just close like this, stitch, then create your button stand. You should know how to do that. Then make your half an inch, but this one the zipper is going through the band, so I'll just close and sew the half an inch, then flip to close the other side, which I will go ahead to do and bring for us to see. Then here is for the zipper. Then I'll fold it down also by half an inch, fold it two times half an inch, which will make it the 1 inch I left for seam allowance. So I finished that. I went ahead to join the band, the folding on the down part, the zipper also. Please, I wasn't having the same color of the zip, so I had to manage this. Please, I'm sorry for this. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Drop your comment on the comment section. Let's put this on the mannequin for us to see. This is the end result of the project. See how beautiful the skirt is looking. You can rock this to any occasion. Please subscribe, drop your comments on the comment section. like, share to your friends. We've come to the end of this video. See you on my next video. Thank you for watching this. Thank you so much.